Hello and welcome to the Rat Hole. Today we are going to be making our board game cards for our eventual video game. We started off with all this crap. It's like 30 seconds before you can start cussing.
I think it's like a minute.
Okay. So, zoom in here. You have like different symbols and stuff depending on how many dice you get to roll. And for the enemies, I suppose, yes. But as an overall rundown,
It wasn't started yet.
yeah, it'll take a second on that.
There it goes. Oh, maybe. Stuffing. There it goes.
Perfect. Alright, sorry we had to wait on that. She gotta make sure we are able to see you in the comments.
Trim that up a little bit.
Turn.
I'll make it to the bigger system.
Is this better?
I'll find out in a minute.
We're experiencing some technical difficulties. I am talking into this, so.
Yeah. Alright, that sounds good. I'm gonna stop looking at this, turn the volume down.
Okay.
Got the chat ready.
Great.
Let's just get up in it.
So, you can have anywhere from 2 to 4 players in this game. Again, this is just the board game to help us develop the video game. But we start by discovering locations. There will be 4 predefined locations on the board. So that's going to be the forest, storm shelter, cemetery, and airplane hangar. As you can see on the screen, each one has their own set of rooms. The amount of rooms varies, but the player is only able to search 2 rooms per turn, but has the possibility to search an additional room depending on whether or not they have a pet that allows them to do so or an object that allows them to do so. The black cards are locations that you can discover. So it'll be different every time you play it. Right?
Yeah.
There's quite a few. Got the charred house. Typical house rooms. Typical house rooms in the vacant house as well. Bloody house. Then we have a dried lake. Old boat. Septic drainage. Old barn.
Yeah, we've tried to get a good variety of different locations just so it doesn't feel like you're going into the same spot over and over and over just to find stuff. But I feel like we've got a good mix of random buildings, I guess, to find, locations to find and explore. So that'll hopefully keep it more entertaining and different, I guess. Diverse. There we go. More diverse. Yeah.
There's replayability. Awesome. But yeah, these are the locations. And with these predefined locations, there's going to be an enemy associated with such. And after you defeat the enemy, you gain third eye cards. So, let me pull up some over here. To individually, I guess, get past the main game, you collect 4 of these guys, since there's 4 main locations. And after each player acquires all of their third eye cards, they then are able to fight to the death with all of the object cards that they gain. So these are blue cards are the enemies right now. We're obviously going to have to transfer them over to our larger card format, just because this was just for brainstorming.
Yeah, this is a culmination of several weeks of different ideas popping out and changing things around and coming up with different ideas. Definitely. So we've got a more clean slate that we're putting the almost final versions on. We could still tweak it more if we need to, but
Definitely.
We've got the general idea down of at least 80% of the cards. We're still trying to polish them off, and then we can work on the next step.
And something that we're gonna have to do with the newer cards as well is associate. So you see how the bear has a tree? Essentially, we would find we would associate it with the forest. So the red enemy cards would be set to the side and discovered when that location was reached. But each location, are we gonna do the pets for locations, or are we gonna do them that in the beginning? I think
the beginning would be better.
Okay, great.
Like everyone kind of chooses your pet, or maybe even lock it behind like your first building exploration.
That's a
Like,
good idea.
The first building you get to draw a pet from the pet pile.
And
There's only 4, so 1 won't be used. Or is it a 4-player game?
Yeah, it can be
4-player game. So yeah, all of them will be used, and it's probably best to do it at random.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will pick their favorites
And
and want to gravitate towards them, but
I guess if it's a 2-person game, could you have 2 pets?
theoretically,
Yeah,
I'm sure it could be tweaked. It's a board game; you can make your own rules as you go,
for sure.
and doesn't require 4 people by any means, but up to 4 people can play. Yes, 2 to 4 people.
Yeah.
So
With the pet cards, so they obviously have their perks. Klaus as an example. Klaus the snake. After an attack, collect 1 object card. And then each pet card has kind of like a gambling, I guess, like a... Ooh, do you...
extra option,
Yeah.
like not required, but if you wanted to roll the dice, so to speak, you might get something extra or get some bonus out of it. And if you fail, it could hinder you more than you expected.
Totally. Fucking, yes. I passed the minute mark. But with Klaus, roll 2 dice. If 1 die shows 1, keep your object card. If both die show 1, snake eyes. Collect 3 object cards. If neither shows 1, forfeit your object card. That is the lengthiest one we have. But Klaus
Couldn't figure out how to word that smaller, but like we didn't want to lock it behind requiring snake eyes to get a bonus. As long as you get A1, you get a reward. So
Yeah.
you get the big reward if you get snake eyes, because there's a snake, obviously.
Yeah.
But obviously, getting a crap roll and not getting any ones, you just screwed yourself by losing a free object card. So, you have a chance at winning if you want to roll the dice or gamble on that small percentage chance.
Definitely.
And that's the kind of how we set all of them up, to have the optional is like it could be a huge bonus, but it has a downside kind of thing. And we tried to make them balanced. I'm sure we might be able to tweak them more once we actually get into the gameplay aspect. If we find out one of them is way too broken,
Yeah.
we can tweak them, obviously. But I feel like for now we got pretty good options for them.
Definitely. Gotta agree there, because I helped make them. So, these blue guys here, Daisy and Darren the Rat, they're going to be single-use pets, so they're going to be mixed in with the object cards. Got Gator Dan, +6.
To your roll, obviously.
Yeah.
To your attacking roll.
Just in general.
Just to help, because, he's a gator. I'm sure he'll be really useful at fighting a monster.
Yeah! And he's going to have, like, a cool hat. Or
A little
something.
straw hat or something to make him look unique and Dan-like.
Exactly.
Gator Dan. Gotta get Gator Dan out here, man.
Yeah. And on the back of the cards, we're planning on putting all the artwork, like a full face. Or maybe not.
There's
Hey!
a little dog over here.
But let's get to it. So, we just finished the fucking pets. Let's make some object cards, shall we? Or you really want to
She's
sit
gonna
over
join the
here?
stream for a bit, so.
Hey, pretty girl.
Nope, she wants to lay down behind you, I guess.
That's cool. Hey, little
Where
dog.
you going? Where you going?
But yeah.
Distraction.
No, you're good. Do you want to do object cards or enemies? I suppose enemies.
Yeah, I feel like enemies.
No.
Alright, she wants to walk around.
Okay. Enemies, you think? Okay. Alrighty. Stray branch, raccoon. I wonder if the clicking of the mouse is going to show up.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
Shouldn't. Doesn't mean it won't.
So, because I was using my free account for Canva, what I have to do every box here, because it was a red box in the free assets, I'm just gonna have to change the duotone to where it's filtered to where we can change the colors.
Oh man.
If we can make this more complicated, but it keeps it at a nice color palette, I think. Like it helps enemies. Or what color do you think for enemies?
Maybe an orange?
Amber?
Something bright like caution. You're gonna die, maybe.
Is that too red, you think? No, I mean, we don't have any other red ones. So, that...
looks good to me. Maybe, I don't know which would save more ink, making it brighter or darker.
Brighter. But... it's all good. We can always fuck
color
around.
ink. It comes out of the same freaking thing, no matter what.
Alright. I love that. I love how it just duplicated. I'm just mumbling to myself about how I'm pissed off that Canva has to be so complicated sometimes. For no fucking reason, especially when you hit keybinds. But I'm not here to complain. I'm here to make a board game. Right?
This is very makeshift setup. We haven't quite got the studio set up correctly how we want yet, but
for sure.
Making do. And the microphone's in kind of an odd spot, so we gotta make sure we're talking loud so it'll pick us up.
Yeah, there's a lot of things working against us.
So many distractions in the universe.
We're gonna use our fucking nice camera for this, but I couldn't find the little micro HDMI or what the fuck ever.
Speaking of, the camera looks pretty good.
That's good. Oh yeah.
For as small window as it is. As I look like a moron with my phone in my face.
I'm glad it's
Gotta get that chat open now. Not that anyone's chatting, but you never know. Oh, jeez.
Seven up. Right.
Not the raccoon. He'll rip your face off and steal your trash.
Hell yeah. There we go, got a raccoon.
Little dog back on the chair. No, you start. Oh, man.
You need me to put him inside?
No. They just got really excited for some reason.
Alrighty. Right. I love that.
God, Canva can be a cruel mistress sometimes.
Hey, watch us get pissed off at a fucking software that's probably not good to move more than 6 parts at a time.
Yeah. there probably is a much better software for this, but this has worked pretty well for us so far.
I'll just keep it at +7. +10's a little much for a fucking stray branch, I think.
A stray branch. Oh god. It'll take out your whole family. Watch out. I lost my son to a stray branch. Couldn't handle it. So many splinters in his throat. Died on impact. A lot of history down that road. I smoked, you know.
Yeah, I was just smoking.
On camera?
Yeah, was it a joint or is it a fucking cigarette?
Oh, it's cigarette.
Oh, I don't know. Fuck.
I wish I had a fucking joint.
Yeah, we got a fucking dairy. I think the
Why'd we take it down?
I think the bong's in the fucking house. Grab it if we need to.
Nah.
What the fuck? Inactive.
Step off screen, take it down here in a minute.
If wearing or holding salts. There we go. Salt is obviously one of the fucking object cards.
Yeah, that's another thing we have kind of planned for the monsters. We want most, if not all of them, to have kind of a instant counter, which salt would be pretty useless as an object itself. I mean, it's a game about demons and stuff, so maybe salt could be used to, like, you know, get demons away from you. But for the most part, it's like, oh, salt, insta kill the slug. Or we have some other ideas, like for the stray branch. Our original idea was like, oh, if you're wearing a helmet, it doesn't hurt you because it's a stray branch. Don't know if we'll keep it that way. We might change it a little bit. But we want every enemy to have kind of a counter option if you happen to have an item that can help you counter it. It may not instantly kill the slug or instantly kill the wasp, but it'll at least make it easier to fight in some instances, if not an instant win. But, like, really, it's a slug. What's it gonna really do unless it's toxic and you touch it and die instantly? But come on. Just dump some salt on it and it'll fizzle away and you pull out an object from it somehow. It's a game, it doesn't have to make 100% sense. As long as I get my loot, I don't care what I kill.
But every time you kill something, like he said, you gain an object card. If that
Yeah, so your inventory should have a good amount of objects, items, armor, equipment, different things to kind of help you throughout your fights or survival, or even in the end when you're going no holds barred against the other players to try and secure victory. You can use whatever you haven't used or still have to kind of aid you in battle.
Yes.
We did have end cards, like depending on how you won or how the game ends for you. So those were pretty fun to think of. Not the blue dot.
I'm not even sure how the fuck that happened. I was trying to type the word locust.
Somehow the word locust spawns the blue orb. The blue orb of power.
What the fuck?
There's a little dog right here again. He is wanting real attention.
Locusts plus
Why
10.
don't you just lay down? Why don't you just lay your little dog feet down? Come on. Get down there. There you go. A giant fluffy bed you can lay. Probably smells like a big dog, but really better get picked up on a
Oh man, I smell it.
Oh god. Smells like Fanta.
It smells like meat.
Probably chili. I did have chili for lunch.
God damn.
Sorry. I haven't brushed my teeth after I ate and fucking the gross of the chili burp still came out.
Oh god. Plus 10
Yeah, locusts are like that big and throw them at each other like rocks. Fuck it. Why not?
Liberty nerds always
Oh, yeah.
them.
And some of the enemies will have things that screw you over if it makes sense. For instance, if you're wearing a wool lined jacket and the locust is going to eat the hell out of that and want you more.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Obviously, the formatting is going to be a little fucked up until I can spend a little more time getting all the font sizes correct. But we can work with it. How's it going over there?
It's going good.
Oh, yeah?
No, I mean, I'm still the only one watching, but the stream's looking good.
Hell yeah.
It's not choppy, it's not laggy. I have my sound off, so I'm assuming it sounds good. Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Awesome. Well, good. Quicksand inactive if holding rope. Must roll 16 or greater if wearing steel toe boots.
The little bootsies. Or, no. Indiana Jones reference, he grabs a snake. There we go. And would still die. What a different movie that would have been.
God.
Yeah, I've streamed a couple of times, obviously, on this channel, but this is our first attempt at like a webcam live, us doing shit, so if there is anything that we could change or that would make it better, feel free to let us know.
Please.
We're kind of just learning as we go. That's how we kind of do everything.
Sudden darkness.
Darkness imprisoning me. Copyright. Oh god. It sounds way too close to you. Like I'm a mimic or something. Not even close. The brightness defeats the darkness. When
Yeah.
there is darkness, there can never be light. Watch me. My cigarette's still smoking. Shit.
What the fuck?
I'm so crap. Why? Oh, I was putting out the wrong one. I was putting out a damn cigarette. Whoops.
Why won't you fucking stop?
The smoke never ends.
Sweet.
I don't even know if the webcam's picking up that smoke, so hopefully not.
Hey, even if it is, that'd be cute. Damn.
Oh yeah. Look at that footage, just a perfect close-up of my bald head putting out a cigarette. I'm sure the fans love that.
Hell yes.
Fucking quick blindness for a second. Bald.
Okay. I'm doing everything but the main enemies at the moment.
That's
Quicksand, sudden darkness, solar flare.
Solar flare.
I think that's misspelled. F-L-A-I-R.
No.
Ah.
What you had was right. I'm pretty sure the way you want to spell it is like,
We read it.
yeah, Reddit flare or like a parade flare, like an extra flare or something like that. I think that's. I don't know. I'm pretty sure solar flare is F-L-A-R-E. And I'm not gonna say how I know that because I'm nerdy. I mean, most people probably already got it with the hand motion I did earlier, but whatever. Yeah, baby.
14 plus. There we go. Pretty intense flare.
Why, when they do solar flare, does the user close his eyes? Does it shine bright everywhere? This isn't a question for you. I'm just talking randomly because you have no clue what I'm talking about.
I don't. I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm gonna keep it that way. Fuck it, it'll be a mystery. If anyone cares enough to comment about it, that'll be funny. If Darren were here, he'd know. But Darren's a riot. At least in our card game, yes.
Yes.
Ah. Darren,
Yes.
piece of shit.
He was a piece of shit. What a fucking dumbass, man.
Oh my god.
Just
Jeez. Fucking brutal. Tell him how you really feel. This isn't live or anything.
He fucking knows.
Just be honest.
Fuck you, Darren. Dysentery.
Damn it, why are we always dissing Terry?
Dysentery.
Terry's a cool guy. You don't need to do that. Why are you
What are you
squeaking?
doing?
What are you, a little squeaking dog?
I think that's how you spell it.
Definitely not the way I want to spell it.
Dysentery. An active folding bismuth sulfate something.
Subsalate.
Fucking
Subsalifate.
Pepto. What was it, a 16?
Fuck, yeah.
Plus 7.
Oh, it's only a 7. I was shooting yourself to death only a 7.
Yeah.
Did we really plan that?
Maybe we could put it as a 16 or
Or like-
14.
It's like instant death in Oregon Trail. You'd think that would be a pretty formidable foe. My own bile. It's killing me slowly.
Hi.
We got several dogs whining in the back.
Stop.
Because they're extra whiny.
Oh, fucking assholes. See. There we go.
Meanwhile, I'm just kind of sitting on the sidelines giving input, looking at my phone, seeing if anyone's chatting.
Anyone? No one?
I could type something because why not?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm artificially inflating our chat. Doesn't count. But yeah, man, it's going pretty well.
That's awesome.
Look, half an hour in already. Yeah. It's already been half an hour. Jeez.
That's amazing. Dimension.
That's how I feel when I play Payday, though. Like, usually I'm counting the games because I'll run out of time. I'll be like, oh my god, it's been 50 minutes. I'll get one more game in. But yeah, I could play Payday for fucking hours. If the community weren't dicks.
We gotta do
Watch
a
my
compilation.
stream if you want to see what the hell I'm talking about, because some people are just assholes.
I almost feel like if the dimensional shift out of everything should be a 21 and be associated with a location.
Well, what other location guys do we have? Do you want to tweak one?
Oh, yeah, bear.
Yeah, bear could just be a normal enemy.
Yeah.
Dimensional shift.
Yay.
Now, do we still want the dimensional shift in the forest?
I mean,
Because scroll down a wee bit. Because the black mamba could also be in the forest, and then the dimensional shift could be in the storm cellar.
storm cellars have stairs, so that would make sense.
Yeah, like you're entering a staircase into another dimension.
Yeah.
So we could change those out,
Awesome.
which would be an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Come here, we go. Go over here.
Yeah, easy, just name change.
Sweet. And then I guess we can skip.
Oh, and I don't think we've talked about it, but our ideas with the numbers is we want most things to be based around 6-sided die, and depending on the difficulty of an enemy will be how many die you can roll. So like the skulls, for instance, are what we use for like a placeholder for it. If it's one skull, you'll roll 1 dice. So the enemy should theoretically be killable with a 6 roll or less. Same, and with 2 dice, it should be able to die or do something between 7 and 12, just so to make use of both die. So then obviously the big boss enemies, the red ones, are 21, because with 3 dice, you're going to get 18 if you get all 6s, and it kind of wants to force you to use your items to help you win the fight. So you're not just, oh, guaranteed 666, you win. You still need to put a little oomph into it to kill these bosses. But all the other non-main bosses should be fairly simple to kill if you get a good roll, and you might only need to use 1 item or 2 items, depending on how hard it is. That's the idea we had, and that's why that's where we came to the terms with the numbers we're using, and why they're so random, I guess. So, like, as for instance, fighting the wasp, you need to roll 10 or more. It's a 2 difficulty, so you roll 2 die. So you need to at least get 10 to 12 to beat it. If you only roll like an 8, you'll use an item to buff you over the requirement to kill it, or you can just tank the hit and get hurt and lose an object card. If you lose a fight, that's how we have determined you lose an object card from your hand randomly to the discard. But we did have other items in play or ideas where you can like defile a grave, more or less dig in the discard pile and grab something from the discard pile again. We want to add more to that, but maybe defiling a grave isn't the best way to put it. Kind of search the discard pile, maybe.
Yeah.
Look in the trash heap, whatever. However you want to term it. I want to go grave robbing, apparently. So yeah, that's the idea for the numbers.
That's awesome. Very well said.
I just thought about that looking at all these numbers.
Defile a corpse.
Defiler! Fucking Cicero. What was her name?
The Night Mother.
God dang it. Snorted on freaking stream.
Yeah.
Part pig.
Sam. You can't tell from my cartilage deficiency. And the man in the back said, on the couch. I turned into a ballroom.
Man, that was way